And we're pleased to welcome Gavin McKenna to the show. Gavin, you were the #1 pick in the 2022 WHL Draft. Now Craig Button has taken you first overall on behalf of the Leafs in the TSN mock draft. What would it mean to you to hear your name called first by the Leafs?
It'd be pretty special, honestly. Obviously, with how hard I've worked and all the sacrifices I've made and my family's made, that's been my dream my whole life. So if that was the case for it to happen, to have my family in the building and stuff, it'd be a special moment, and I'd be very honored.
If the Leafs do choose you, how do you see your game meshing with the team in general and with the franchise all-time leading goal scorer, Auston Matthews, in particular?
Yeah, well, I think my game's a playmaker. I think I can think the game very well, and I can, find guys in spots where not many people can find them. And I think my game's always been like that. So I think if you put me with a shooter, I think could be pretty lethal. And I think that's who Auston Matthews is. He's a shooter, and he's got experience in the league. So I think that'd give me a lot of confidence, and just having a guy like that and guys like Tavares and stuff like that who've been through it, I think could help me a lot if that's the case.
Have you thought about what it would be like trading in your Medicine Hat and Penn State colors for the Leafs' iconic blue and white?
Yeah, it'd be pretty special. I can't thank those two places enough. In Med Hat, I was there for 3 years. They pretty much developed me as a player. I was very lucky to go to an organization like that, and then to go to Penn State this last year, it was a special time. I learned a lot while I was there, and I think I grew as a person and a player there. So, to kind of hopefully make that next jump, and if it was to Toronto, I've said it before, but I'd be pretty fortunate to go there. They're a team who's going to be pushing for the playoffs next year, and for them to have that first overall pick, and if I get to go there, it'd be a great environment to be in. So I'd be very lucky.
New Leaf General Manager John Chayka visited you in Whitehorse. What was the most important sight or experience that you showed him in your hometown?
Yeah, well, my family, we grew up kind of outdoors. I was a big dirt biker. We side by side and quad and stuff like that. So we thought we'd kind of show him a unique experience that he's probably never done before. So we took him out on the side by sides and quads, and took him up onto one of the mountains there, and showed him what the Yukon looks like from up top of a mountain. And just wanted to show him an experience he's probably never done. So it was fun.
Okay, this one's a tough one for you. Which Yukoner has the better nickname? You, the Whitehorse Wizard, or Dylan Cousins, the Whitehorse Workhorse?
I don't know. They're both good. I like Dylan's, the workhorse. It sounds nice coming off the tongue.
All right. You had 7 top 20 finishes at the draft combine in Buffalo, including first in the dreaded VO2 max test. Which result means the most to you?
Yeah, I think probably the VO2. I think as a hockey player, you want to be able to have good cardio, and if I'm playing a lot of minutes, I got to be able to stay fresh going into the third. So I think that's something I've always prided myself in, and I've kind of just always had good cardio. Maybe it's my long shifts that I take during the year. Maybe that helps out a little bit, but that's something I definitely pride myself in.
So what do you think you established about yourself with that overall performance?
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably wouldn't have expected the way I performed. Something that I wanted to do was go into that combine and show myself, and I put in a lot of time and effort into in the gym and trying to put on weight and just prepare for that so I could show myself. And I think I'm a hard worker off the ice, so I think it kind of got to show there, and I think it shocked a lot of people. So I was very happy with my performance, and obviously got to thank my trainers for that. They helped me prepare for that and in the best way they could, and it paid off. So
you scored 19 goals, earned 46 assists in 42 total games with Penn State and Team Canada this past season. We're going to put you on the spot here. Which was your favorite goal, and which was your favorite assist through that big stretch?
My My favorite goal, it was probably in overtime. We were at Pagula. We were playing against Ohio State. Um, we just beat them like 11-3 or something, and then the next night it was a tight game. We went to overtime, and remember I got a pass from Jackson Smith up top, probably top of the circle, and kind of saw the defender and saw his feet positioned to the wrong way. So I think I slipped it around him and then tried to put it through his stick and get a quick shot off. And yeah, I kind of snapped it through his triangle and scored, I think, blocker side. And, Pagula is a pretty sweet rink. So the energy in that place was pretty sick after that goal. And we swept the weekend. So that was fun. And my favorite assist, probably the outdoor game. I remember I got the puck in the corner, and the ice was pretty chopped up there, so puck was kind of rolling, and I had to kind of settle it. And I saw Finker out in the slot, and he's got a great shot, so I found a way to get it to him, and he buried it. And that environment we were in was something I'll always remember forever. So to score at Penn State in Beaver Stadium, that was one of the coolest games of my life. So that was a special assist for sure.
Pretty awesome. Your season really took off in the new year. You put up 4 goals, 14 points in 10 games for Canada at the World Junior. Only your teammate, Michael Hage, had more points at the tournament than you did. Is it fair to call the World Junior your TSN turning point?
I think so. I think when I got to play with those high-end players, very smart players, and I think I just got my confidence back. I was playing with the puck more, making plays, and started producing a bit more. So I think once that happened, hockey's a big confidence thing. So once I got my confidence back, I think that's when I'm playing at my best, and I just kind of figured out college a little bit and figured out the style of game and how to produce. And yeah, I think you could say World Juniors was my turning point for sure.
What's your walk-up song for when your name is called Friday, and how did you decide on it?
Well, I think I'm going to go with Yukon by Justin Bieber. I think it obviously just makes sense coming from the Yukon. Song's called the Yukon, so me and my family talked about it, and yeah.
You're very proud of your Indigenous heritage, and you wore a traditional vest designed by your grandmother to the 2025 World Junior Championship. Do you have something special planned for the NHL Draft?
Yeah, I think obviously everyone's got the inside of their suit done up and got a bunch of photos of their family and stuff like that, so I'll obviously have that. And yeah, my sister, she does First Nation beading, so she made us she made me some beading stuff done. It's not too big, it's not too flashy. It's going to be a wolf. I'm part of the wolf clan, so it means a lot to me. And obviously my sister making it means even more. So it's not too big, but I'll be wearing that for sure.
You've said before that represented your Indigenous heritage on a big stage is really important to you. What will Friday in Buffalo mean to you?
Well, it'll mean the world for sure. I grew up with guys like Jordan Tutu and Carey Price and stuff like that who are huge influences on Indigenous communities. To see how far those guys have gotten in their lives. They've been big role models for all of us Indigenous kids. So for me, that's kind of the legacy I want to leave. I want to have a good influence on these young kids, make them believe in themselves, and to be drafted to the NHL as an Indigenous player, and what my family has been through, it'd be pretty special. So it'd be an honor.
Gavin, thanks a lot for taking the time to join us on the show, and enjoy Friday.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.